Hello everyone, welcome to Winged Paper Crafting. My name is Angel Fitch. If you're new around here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm so glad you stopped by my YouTube channel. Today we're going to do our 6th set of alternatives for the September 2025 paper pumpkin called Fall for Toile. And here are the 9 cards that you could have made had you done them as intended. But we're going to change things up a little bit and do some alternatives. But before we get started, I want to tell you all about a special that Stampin' Up! Is having. They're having a Cyber Monday sale, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first one of these that they've ever done. I could be wrong about that, but I think so. And it's going to be a save on prepaid Paper Pumpkin subscriptions. So it's going to run December 1st through the 9th. And I made some notes here. A 3-month subscription is going to be $61 and it's regularly $81, so there's a $20 savings. A 6-month subscription is going to be $122, regularly $162, so that's a $40 savings. And a 12-month is going to be $244, regularly $324. Let's see, can I do that math in my head? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's an $80 savings. So that's a good deal. And the way the Paper Pumpkin works, every month we get kind of like a sneak peek of what's going to be in the following month. And you can always skip a month if you look at it and go, not really for me, I don't want that month. You can pause your subscription. You can put it on hold for a while if you're going to be like gone on vacation or whatever. So they're very flexible. And this sale sounds like it's going to be a pretty good deal. So I just wanted everybody to be aware of that. So let's go ahead and, before I go on with this, if you like these videos that I'm doing here, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. I'm trying to really grow this channel, and I can't do that without all of you. So I really appreciate it. So we're going to do our easy button card first here. I've got a piece of crumb cake that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to give this a good burnish with our bone folder. A piece for the inside that's 4 by 5 1/4. This piece right here was part of one of the card bases. Then it kind of looks like a linen type feel to it. So I cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4, and that's going to be our first layer here. So let's go ahead and, actually this was not a linen card base. It kind of looks like the linen card base, but I actually had a piece of paper in my stash that looked just like it. So I guess I used paper instead of the card base. One of the card bases is very similar though. But I think I didn't realize that until after I dug out this paper. But hey, it's all about using up our stash, right? Because it's not really doing any of us any good just sitting around in our craft rooms. So we might as well use it. So I'm going to put this little linen layer on first. Okay, just like that. And then I've got another piece I dug out of my stash that I'm not really sure. It's kind of old. I think this was an old Close to My Heart paper. And I took a circle die that was, let's see, how big was this? This was about a 2.5 inch circle die, and I cut a circle out of it. So that's going to be our second layer. So we'll get this down. And we're just going to center this up. Pretty much just like that. Give this a good press. Now, this is a piece that came from the kit with this beautiful autumn tree on here with this frame. So that's going to be our next piece. And I guess this piece right here, this measured 3 3/4 by 4 3/4, in case you're keeping track at home. So that was our second layer. Then this frame sits right over that. So I kind of measured the frame to know how to cut my second piece there. I've got a thankful sentiment that was in the kit. And then I've got our little fox here. But before we put our frame piece down here, I took a craft knife. Okay, so I took a craft knife and a cutting board, and I very carefully made a slit right here, right along the base of this tree. So right in here, so that it opened up between the tree and the frame. And I'm going to take our little fox here, and I'm just going to kind of, let's see, how did I want to do this? Tuck his little tail in here. So in through the little slit, just like this. And we'll kind of, let's see, how did I have that? I can't remember now how I did it. Oh, maybe I did it this way. Behind the tree and up through, there we go, just like that. So then we kind of got him just like that. So it kind of looks like he's standing behind the tree. So we will get some glue on all of this, and we'll get this down. So I'm just going to go around the frame and make sure I get the fox and then all of our tree parts here. Don't need a lot, just a little. So we'll take this, center this up over our second layer piece there of pattern paper. And so we've got our little fox guy just like that. I'm going to give this a good press so that it all adheres down. Okay. I'm going to take our little thankful piece here and I'm going to pop it up on some dimensionals. So let me find my mini dimensionals, which I know are right here somewhere. Here's our big ones. Where are the mini ones? It's okay. We will get some more. I've got a whole package of them here. So let me dig into my stash of dimensionals. I'll pull some out, some mini ones there. Okay, so let's get a couple of these put across here. Just, oh, one more, right there. Okay, now we'll get the, okay, we had a hitchhiker. Let's put it back. We didn't need another one. All right, so let's get our backs off here. Okay, and we're just going to pop this up. Let's just do it right down here in the corner. So right, just like that. Okay, so now let's do our stamping on the inside. So we've got thankful on the outside, and we're going to stamp with some Cajun craze here. And we will stamp on the inside. What came in the kit was wishing you the happiest of days. So we'll ink this up and line this up on our glass mat here so it's hopefully straight. And we'll get this down. Perfect. Okay. Let me go ahead and close this up for just a second. We're going to use it on our second card, but I don't want any ink disasters, so we're going to put the lid on it for now. And we'll get this put on the inside of our card, and we'll get some bling on it, and this one will be done. So let's get that. This actually was part of a card base that was that linen, kind of linen looking. I think it looks like, or it might be white. Maybe it's just white cardstock. It kind of looks like the linen, but maybe it's just white. I think that's just my eyes playing tricks on me. Okay, so bling we're going to use is our neutral adhesive backed sequins. And I think I'll use these gold ones to kind of accent the gold in the frame. So let's do... I never know where, I don't know why this is such a tough thing to figure out where to put the gems. But it always seems to be a thing. Is that just me, or does anybody else have that problem too? Like, you just can't decide where you should put it. I know they kind of supposed to make a triangle out of them, to be visually appealing. So there's our first card. Okay, so we've got thankful and wishing you the happiest of days. All right, let's move on to card number 2. So card number 2 is going to be, let's see, we've got a lot of little pieces here. So I've got, again, crumb cake. This one is, let's see, this is 5.5 by 11, scored at 4 1/4. So we're going to make a tent folding card here. So we'll go ahead and give this a burnish here at the top. Piece for the inside is vanilla, 4 by 5 1/4. This was half of a card base, for sure. I'm for sure about this one. Cut down to 4 by 5 1/4. So this is going to be our first layer. And then we've got a bunch of leaves and some acorns that we're going to put on the front. So let's get this down first. I think I'm going to need some more glue soon. I think we're about running low. I need to see if I have another bottle. I think I do. Okay, so let's get this on here. Centered up. Oops. It moved on me. Don't move. Okay. Give that a nice burnish there. Now, let's see. Let's go ahead and do our stamping first because I want to build our circle piece up here first. So I've got a piece of Cajun Craze and a piece of vanilla. I cut this from the Spotlight on Nature dies because you can see this nice ridge that it has on the outside. This came from the Stylish Shape dies because I just wanted something a little smaller that would fit right inside. So let's do our stamping and then we'll put that together. So we're going to use the same stamp we used before, the Wishing You the Happiest of Days and Thinking of You. So this Thinking of You I think came from a previous paper pumpkin kit, maybe from fall of last year. So I'm going to put this on the outside, right inside of our vanilla circle. So like that. Okay, and then we'll put our Wishing You the Happiest Days again on the inside. So we'll line this up. Hopefully start with it straight. And we'll get this down. I'm not sure that was straight, honestly. Close enough. Okay, pretty good. All right, we'll put the ink away. Now, let's go ahead and we're going to get this piece on the inside first. And we will center this up just like this. Okay. Now, for our outside, I'm going to put our vanilla circle inside of our Cajun Craze circle. So we're going to do, oops, just like this. And we can just wiggle that around so it's centered. Okay, then I'm going to pop this whole thing up on the front. So we'll use big dimensionals for this one. And let's see. One more for the middle, just for good measure. Okay, we'll get our backs off. Okay, now I'm going to center this in the middle, just like something like that. Okay, now I've got a couple of acorns that I cut from the add-on dies for this quarter. So we made strawberries out of this in the summer, and now we're making acorns now. So these bases are crumb cake, and the toppers here are early espresso. So we will, let's see if I can figure out which way is the right side and which way is the wrong side. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue across the top and then take our early espresso piece and put it on the top if I can get it down there. There we go. Okay, so there's one. We'll do this one. we'll do our topper for this one, just like this. Okay, so there's our 2 acorns. Okay, so we'll let these dry for just a second. Leaves. I've got all leaves that I cut out of, these were pumpkin pie. These were, darling duckling. These are Cajun craze. These are pecan pie, and these are early espresso. So I'm just going to kind of put these just random, basically, around our card here. So just however looks good to you, except it needs to stick. Oh my goodness, not to my finger. Okay, so this is kind of look like falling leaves. So you can put them all directions so that they look like they're falling. And blowing around, because that's what leaves do, right? That's the kind of season we're in right now. As soon as you rake the leaves up out of the yard, you know, the wind blows and they all come down again. So we're just going to put, I don't know if we'll use all of these or not. We'll see. Let's make sure we don't, I want to make sure there's an even kind of color around the card. Ugh, this one wants to stick more to my finger than it does anything. So let's get another orange one. Let's see. Let's go this way with it. And let's see. We need another yellow. There is a distinctive back side and front side, so I'm trying to just make sure we do, you know, front side up, right side up. What else do we need? We need, I guess we haven't done any of these pecan pie ones, so let's do a couple of those. My fingers are sticky. Let's see. We might be, let's see. We'll put one here. And that one moved a tad bit on us. Let's push it back over there. What else? We've got 3 left. Let's see. Yellow. Nope. Orange. We're going to do orange. Let's see. Down. I'm trying to make it so it looks random. You know. Another yellow one up here. And our last Cajun craze one. Do we have a place for it? Let's see. How about we're going to put our acorns like right here. I don't know if we should spread them apart or put them. Maybe we'll put them both down here. So let's put a leaf right here. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to pop our acorns up. So we're going to put those on a dimensional or 2. And let's see. One more right there. Okay. We'll get our backs off of these. There's nothing worse than having glue all over your fingers. I'm telling you. So we'll just kind of put that one there. I'm not going to push it down quite yet till I get these the way I want them. Maybe just like that. Looks pretty good. So we'll push those down. Okay. Last thing we need is some bling. So I've got these same neutral adhesive backed sequins that we used before, but this time we're going to use, let's see. What do we think? I think we'll use these like copper colored ones here. So we'll go with, we'll put one there. And think there's only 2 sizes to these. So then we'll do a little one there and another little one down here. There we go. There is our 2 very cute cards. So, if you like this, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and join us, because we've got lots more coming up. We'll have more Paper Pumpkin tomorrow, and then we'll start again with our weekly series of Template Tuesday on Tuesday, Christmas Card Corner on Wednesday, and Funful Friday on Friday. I hope to see you all back then. Have a crafty day. Bye.